Aero issue number tres. I love this comic book. I hope it doesn't get canceled. I looked at the comic run sales. First one was like at 70,000, surprising. And then August was back down to ground. 16,000, I think. So just like Ironheart. Ironheart had 40,000 and they went down to 17,000. And then it'll get lower and lower and until they're selling by issue 12, it looks like this will be done. Maybe that is the plan, though. We'll see. I do like that there are two stories. I know I complained about that once upon a time, but because this is 3.99 USD, it's not any extra cost to us. What am I complaining about? More story. If I have a problem, I'll read the first stories only, the first parts, and then when they rack up to six, I'll just read all the second ones all together and make sense of it that way. Actually, this is the first time I think the second part story was better than the first part story. This was, man, I think this was a 10 out of 10 comic book. No BS. This was a 10 out of 10 comic book because it was just awesome. Let's talk about the first story because that's what happened first. The artwork, the wind, seeing her use her powers, seeing her explain things, seeing her even call out her moves before it's done was just fantastic. I love that he hit her with something. She put on a shield. The shield got broken. Okay, she refocuses and then tries again with another tactic and tells us that her sword, her wind is going to be even stronger. I love hearing her explain everything. That does not happen enough in American comics, North American comics, the Western world. So if this is a Chinese comic book, it may be Japanese. Zhao, no, that's a Chinese name right there. Zhao Lifian and Kang are artists. I couldn't say this guy's name last time. Kang, that's all his name is? Yeah. They're the truth, man, the way that they're doing their storytelling. Awesome stuff. This book is great. I can't, man. Every issue of Aero has been fantastic, guys. We're not giving it the credit and the respect that it deserves. We should all be talking about this comic book. Am I the only guy? Let's comment section. Let me know. I'm not one of them bullshit YouTubers who ask you about comments and don't actually read them. I'll even heart them. I read my comments. Tell me what you guys like about this comic book. This is fire stuff. This is like 3 times in a row they wowed me. I look forward to reading Arrow. This was a week that Ms. Marvel and Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda #1 came out. Absolute Carnage and House of X came out. And this shit stood its ground. Arrow. I don't know. You know how you're so happy about something that you're angry? I'm just angry because I know it'll be canceled. And it shouldn't, man. This is a great origin story of a hero. And then the stuff that she's doing with Wave, breaking into and getting answers of the Anno Corp. What were they called? The people who were doing tests on Wave. I like that we're getting some Wave stuff too. Wave has the very generic power of water bending manipulation, but the story is working for me. They got caught in that net by that new person, and we got to worry now against the Sea Wolves of Alontech. That's what it's called. I am intrigued by that story. That second part was great, and I think that one isn't an adaptation from the Chinese. I think that's just Greg Pak doing his thing. Greg Pak, I loved your World War Hulk. What else do I like from Greg Pak? Oh, the Magneto story about the Holocaust. That was maybe that's #1, and then World War Hulk was more better. I like fighting, man. What can I say? Um, let's end the review there. I think like I went 5 minutes. Chill Manga is the name on the channel. I do comic book reviews, and sometimes I talk Star Wars. Sometimes.